down shooting that sent a deputy constable to the hospital earlier at noon. We shared that Constable Sheila Jones is recovering, and the suspect, Parnell Bland, faces multiple charges. Right now, officials are set to give us an update. We're at the hospital right now in the medical center. We understand that Constable Alan Rosen from Precinct 1 will give us some kind of statement. Perhaps the deputy herself might be released from the hospital at this moment. So we're all standing by for that. You may remember what happened yesterday at around 12:30. A shooting broke out in downtown Houston, right in the middle of all the courthouses, and that's when the deputy was injured as well as the suspect. And it was a shootout that involved 4 deputies, actually. And Sheila Jones, a 30-year veteran of law enforcement and a veteran, was injured. She had on a bulletproof vest, which may have saved her from more serious injuries, and may have saved her life. We don't know if that is her in this vehicle. Could be. It'd be great if we could get her and the constable at this news conference, but that might be asking for a bit much. Does anybody have any idea? Is the deputy constable in this vehicle? Okay. All right. We understand that. Okay. So we are waiting to see what happens here. We're outside Memorial Hermann Hospital in the Texas Medical Center, waiting to get more information on exactly what happened yesterday, and more importantly, how Deputy Constable Sheila Jones is doing. Hailed as a hero yesterday, preventing what could have been a lot worse. No innocent bystanders were injured in that shooting, which happened around 12:30 yesterday afternoon. As for the suspect, he is Parnell Bland. Oh, all right, let's listen in. Constable Alan Rosen, Precinct 1.
All right, y'all ready? Am I ready? Well, the happiest news I'm here to report is that Deputy Jones left the hospital. She's going home to heal emotionally. She's going home to heal medically. And we are so thankful for that. And I have a statement that she wrote that I want to read to you because I think it's important for all the love and support that she received. This message gets out. This is a quote from her, Deputy Sheila Jones. "I am overwhelmed with the gratitude for the outpouring of love and support I receive from my fellow officers, my family, and this incredible community. I love you more than words can express. I am deeply thankful to be alive, and every moment I have now feels like a gift. But what I am most grateful for is the chance to be with my granddaughter. Her smile is my strength. I thank God every day for this second chance." Deputy Sheila Jones. So I can just tell you from our law enforcement family how grateful I am to all the love and support that we've received from other agencies, from the public. I have had so many texts. All of our officers have had so many texts and messages of love and support, and I just want to thank the community for caring as much as they do, and I'm just happy to report she's going home.
Constable, can you just talk to us about any conversations you had with her personally and just what she was able to tell you?
She's just grateful that she, wasn't hurt more seriously. We had a bulletproof vest. The bullet slowed down. It didn't, injure her terribly, which is I'm grateful for. She's a very positive, strong woman. She cares deeply about her law enforcement family and her family, but the statement said it all. She's ready to go home and be with her granddaughter, heal. This is a traumatic thing. Any officer that goes through a shooting, it's a traumatic thing that they go through. It's not every day. And keep in mind, she was working in a building that's, a building that traditionally is extremely safe. And she was merely ensuring that people that visit the law library are safe when they go there to do legal research. And this happened. And she engaged the suspect exceptionally well. I'm very proud of all the law enforcement and how they responded yesterday.
She was hit in the side.
She was.
I know it's early, but any idea how long that recovery might take? She might be back on the job.
You know, there's both the medical aspect and the psychological aspect. You know, this was traumatic for her. I could see it in her eyes yesterday. And that's for any officer. I mean, nobody wants to hurt another human. We certainly don't. Our job is about life saving. And so, you know, any time that an officer is involved in a shooting, it's emotionally draining. And she has greatly improved from what I saw her yesterday. She was very much, you know, in shock a bit and dazed. And today I saw her eyes again. I saw she was very responsive, and she was great. And so, you know, it's going to take her time, and we're going to support her. As any law enforcement agency would do, we're going to support her and make sure that if she needs any counseling or anything like that, or any of the officers that were involved in the shooting, get the proper care and love that they so rightfully deserve.
The investigation is ongoing. Have you guys been able to confirm if the bullet that hit her was in fact?
I don't want to talk about anything because it's now with the prosecutor's office. Our partners at Houston PD have been nice to step up and, you know, get their homicide division involved. So I'm really appreciative of the city and HPD and all of our partners. But I don't want to comment about any of the evidence or anything like that.
How many of your team members work in the downtown justice complex?
We have about 153 total, some civilian, some law enforcement. We screen 2 million plus people a year through the courthouse complex. And of course we get a lot of contraband. So it's, there's a lot, and thankfully, with all the people in and around this shooting yesterday, this could have been a really bad situation because people are moving from building to building, and they're moving around out in the downtown courthouse complex. So from that perspective, I'm just thank God. I just thank God for that, because easily there could have been lots of people hit by bullets that were being fired yesterday.
I know she has had a long law enforcement career. Do you know if this is her first time using a weapon or being involved in shooting?
I don't have the answer to that, so I don't want to speculate. But she's had a 30-plus year law enforcement. She has a military background, and she is one tough cookie. I can just tell you that. She's got strength, and I'm just so appreciative that she's part of my team. She's just a wonderful human being and well loved. I heard from people all over the state yesterday that went to schools with her and knew her well.
Constable, you're talking about a tough cookie. There's a video out there where it shows like her literally running towards the guy, not thinking twice, putting herself out there. What goes through your mind when you saw that?
That's what law enforcement does. We run to the problem, not away from the problem. And she was doing exactly what she was supposed to do. She was doing exactly, our job is about saving lives. And she was engaging the suspect, taking care and neutralizing the threat. And it's what we trained for. It's what we do for our profession. So she did exactly, and that's just who she is, by the way. She is definitely the kind of person that's going to run to the threat and take care of it. Very proud of the work that all of them did. We had many officers involved in that yesterday.
He was her that took the suspect down?
I can't say that. I can say that, you know, she was part of what happened yesterday. Whether one of her shots actually made it, but I really don't want to get into any of that. I really don't.
Have you got an update on the suspect?
Suspect is stabilized, and you know he was struck many times, and so he's stable.
He's still the first.
Yes.
Can you update on the charges of the suspect?
Yeah, he's going to be charged with aggravated assault on a public servant and felon in possession of a firearms, and the district attorney may end up filing additional charges. We are working closely with all of our law enforcement partners, the DA especially, and we'll see if there's any additional charges that might be filed against him.
Constable, is there any additional information about the suspect? How long has he been out? We know he's a felon. How he may have gotten that firearm? Has he talked? Anything like that?
I don't want to get into that. I can only tell you he has 6 prior felonies. He was out on a current bond for a minor offense, criminal trespass. And, you know, that's really all I can tell you about that.
Were any of your other deputies involved, like
Yep.
their service weapons, or
Yes.
anybody else on administrative leave or FDD?
Well, they're all on 3-day leave. 4.
Procedure
and we want to give them all the time they need. It, again, is a very stressful situation to be involved in a shooting, and so we're going to give them the time and the space and the love and support to heal and be ready mentally to get back out and protect people.
So just to clarify, I want to make sure I know I'm asking right. Not County Deputy Jones, you have 4 other deputies under your command discharged with service charges.
Yes.
Plus,
Sheriff
Harris
Deputy.
County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah. Again, I really don't want to get into this. Okay, guys, I really don't. I'd rather Houston, when they complete it, we'll be able to give you all the facts, and I want to be factual at always.
And seeing that the suspect had an extensive record, felon, and still was able to get a gun, what kind of goes through your mind?
You know, there's a lot of different places you can get firearms. It's a problem. We have a firearm problem in America, and we've got to do something about it. And you know, people still have access to firearms. They do, unfortunately.
People who shouldn't?
People absolutely shouldn't. He should have never had a firearm anywhere near him. He's strictly prohibited. It's actually a federal charge too. So.
Constable, is there a reason that when the word first went out on this that he was near family court? We know, was he headed to family court?
No.
Do we have any idea?
No, not at the moment. Nothing that I want to discuss.
You were inside with the injured deputy. She was with her family. Can you talk to us just about the interaction there?
Yeah, I mean, she has an incredible support network, both from her law enforcement family and her family. She has a lot of extended friends, and you could just tell in the room there was so much love, support, care, and everybody was deferential to her and making sure that she had everything she needed. She was in good spirits, a lot different from yesterday, and you know, that's what it's all. That's part of the healing process, is being surrounded by family, loved ones, and people that are going to kind of get you through these tough times in life. And she's definitely got that.
Was her granddaughter there with her?
Our granddaughter was not, but sons were, and sister was, and then of course our extended law enforcement family. We stayed with her the whole time, all the way through her discharge. And of course, you saw us. We're escorting her home to make sure she gets home safely and everything's great.
As a boss, like, what do you tell her about what she has to do to come back, or whether you expect her to come back, or what her process should be?
I want to give her time to process everything and provide her all of the necessary love, support, professional counseling if needed. And when she's ready to come back, we're going to welcome her with open arms. And, you know, I told you before, she's a fighter. She's somebody that is very, very strong-willed. And my guess is she'll be back pretty quickly, but we're going to wait and do it on her time.
And just to be clear, Constable, the bullet never penetrated.
It went into some tissue over on the side, but didn't go into the body itself. But yeah. Anybody else? Thank y'all very much. I appreciate everything. Thank you. Oh, I want to say one more thing. Sorry. I'll stop. You right? I just want to thank Memorial Hermann Hospital. The nurses, the doctors, everybody that supported us here was phenomenal. From the security staff all the way up to everybody that helped. Thank you, Memorial Hermann Hospital and St. Joseph's Hospital, because that's where we initially took her. Thank you to our medical staff, our nurses, everybody. We couldn't do what we do without y'all's support. So I just want to get that on the record. Thank you.
A very happy Constable Alan Rosen giving us the best news probably that we've heard all day, that Deputy Constable Sheila Jones was released from the hospital today. We do have video of her leaving the hospital in a wheelchair. Here she is. This is remarkable that she was shot yesterday, and just over 24 hours later, she's getting to go home. She issued a statement saying in part that she's overwhelmed with all the support that she's gotten from people in the Houston area. She's deeply thankful to be alive. Indeed, we all are. and she's really looking forward to seeing her granddaughter. As you see the video from a few moments ago of her getting into that vehicle there. Constable Rosen, obviously very grateful for the great recovery that this deputy has been making, but he did say that this is a traumatic thing, as you might imagine, to be shot at, or to be shot, period. She was doing security at the law library, which is normally a very safe place, and she neutralized the threat, if we want to use the constable's own words, but also noting that her condition today greatly improved. So this is fantastic news. This is the best case scenario. She gets to go home today. All right, so we're going to have more on this, obviously, on KHOU 11 News at 4. Make sure you catch the latest right here on KHOU 11 Plus. I'm Ron Trevino.